A very good morning, dear students. I hope that all of you are fine and safe, and all of you are taking care of yourself. Dear students, first of all, I thank you for your cooperation and completing the first term successfully. Some of the students, they have done very well. I really appreciate those students, and some of the students, they need work hard. So do work hard. Now, after a break, welcome back to your class. Before starting class, one line for you, that is, a little progress each day adds up to big results. Understand it, dear students. A little progress each day adds up to big results. If you will learn little things on daily basis, then one day will come that you will get big and good results. So rise up, start fresh, and welcome back to your maths class.
So as per schedule, your maths class is there. We will be starting new chapter number 8, money. Right, money. So dear students, in this chapter we will read the concepts related to money. All of you know that what is money. Whenever anything you have to purchase from the market, you have to pay the amount, you have to pay the money. Only then you can buy. Right. Let me take one example how to explain you with the help of this example. Nisha spends rupees 500 to prepare a jar of pickles, and she sold this for rupees 650. Nisha spends 500 rupees. She has prepared a jar of pickles and she spends 500 rupees. But she sold this for rupees 650. So what are these amounts? How much extra money did she charge? And why? Why she charge extra money? And how much extra money did she charge? What are these amounts? So dear students, in this chapter we will study about these concepts, but before studying these concepts, first of all we will recall the concept of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division related to money itself. After that it will be very easy for you to understand the concept of money related concepts. So here I will take one example of each operation. Let me take first example. Mohini wants to buy a teddy bear, rupees 72.10, and a doll for rupees 52.13. How much money does she need? Mohini wants to buy two things, teddy bear and a doll. Cost of teddy bear is given and cost of doll is given. How much money does she need to buy these things? So we will be writing cost of teddy bear is equal to rupees 72.10 and cost of a doll is equal to rupees 52.13. How much money does she need means total two things she has to buy. So she has to pay money for these two things. It means you have to add. Total means addition. So you have to add. By doing addition, you got rupees 124.23. Means you need rupees 124.23 to buy these two things. So this is the example of addition. Next example is Anjali purchased vegetables for rupees 157.45. She gave rupees 200 to the grocer from where she purchased the vegetables. How much money did the grocer return? Obviously he has to return because she purchased vegetable 157 something and she paid more amount, 200 rupees. So here you have to subtract, or it is quite obvious that you have to subtract from bigger amount minus lesser amount. So you have to keep 200 rupees first. So you will write money given to grocer is equal to rupees 200.00. And what were the cost of vegetables? Cost of vegetables is equal to 157.45. Now how much money did the grocer return? You have to find money returned by the grocer, subtract. So here you have subtracted and you got 42 rupees 55 paise, 42.55. Right? So in this way you have to subtract money related sums. Next is the cost of 1 meter ribbon is rupees 37.40. Cost of 1 meter ribbon. And you have to find the cost of 12 ribbons. Right? Cost of 1 meter ribbon is given and you have to find the cost of 12 ribbons. Students, let me take one example before solving this sum. Suppose you go to canteen for purchasing of any chips packet or kurkure packet, and all of you know that cost of one packet is 5 rupees or 10 rupees, whatever you want to purchase. And if you have to buy the packets, 5 packets of chips, then what will be the cost? Everybody knows that if one packet costs rupees 5, then 5 packet you have to purchase for 25. 5 multiplied by 5, 25. In this way, in this sum, it is given 1 meter ribbon cost is given and you have to find the cost of 12 ribbons, 12 meter ribbon, sorry. So you have to write the statement, cost of 1 meter ribbon is equal to rupees 37.40 and cost of 12 meter ribbon is equal to rupees 37.40 multiplied by 12. And you have to solve using multiplication. Proper you have to show here for multiplication and you will get answer rupees 448.80. So in this way you can solve multiplication related sum. Next is division is left. Here I will take one example related to division also. Here example is, if 5 dolls cost rupees 91.75, you have to find the cost of 1 doll. Obviously cost of 1 doll should be less. Right? Here cost of 5 dolls are given, but you have to find the cost of 1 doll. So here you have to divide by writing the statement, cost of 5 dolls is equal to rupees 91.75 and cost of 1 doll is equal to 91.75 divided by 5. So here you have to show the division like I have shown and you will get answer rupees 18.35. So cost of 1 doll is rupees 18.35. Right? Whenever you have to find the cost of more, so whenever you have to find out for one thing, you have to divide, and whenever you have to buy, you have to find out the cost of more things, then you have to multiply. So basically you have to understand the concept, understand the statement carefully. After that you will be able to know then what to do in this, what to do in the given sum. So here one more sum I will give to you, one more example I will take. Let me take one more example. It consists of division and multiplication both. Cost of 8 books. The cost of 8 books is rupees 1059.60. Find the cost of 1 book and hence find the cost of 5 books. So beta, here it consists 2 parts. Cost of 8 books is given and you have to find the cost of 1 book, and after that you have to find the cost of 5 books. So write down the statement, cost of 8 books is equal to rupees 1059.60. You have to find the cost of 1 book by dividing. So here I have divided and I got answer 132.45. This is the cost of 1 book. Right now you have to find the cost of 5 books. So more books cost you have to find. So here you will do multiplication by writing cost of 1 book is equal to rupees 132.45 and cost of 5 books is equal to 132.45 multiplied by 5. And I got answers rupees 662.25. So dear students, in this sums two parts are there. First of all, we got the cost of one book by dividing. After that, we got cost of 5 books by multiplying with one book price, right? So the method of calculating the value of required number of items by firstly finding the value of 1 and after that finding the required. This is called unitary method. Unitary method is what? First of all, we have found out the cost of one book. After that, we have to find the cost of required number of units, whatever is given in your sum. So here rupees 662.25 is the cost of 5 books. So dear students, here we have revised 4 operations: addition, multiplication, subtraction and division related to money. So on the basis of that, you have to try to solve exercise 8.1 in your rough notebook, right? And in next class, I will send you solution key of this exercise and then you have to write in fair notebook. Thank you. God bless you.